This side here, this is a big area that had black-eyed Susans that all died. And these nice lamb's ears had gotten to be quite a big patch too, so I really cut them back this year. I've got some nice little asters. This is a wonder of staffa that blooms in the fall. It's a nice blue. I got another little small aster next to it now. These are things I transplanted. These are, I forget what they are. Yeah, I'll tell you later. I forget. They don't look so good right now, but I hope they take. And I don't know what that is. I forget. I moved that too. And there's all my coneflowers. Not blooming yet. Little decorative rock that I moved here the other day. And here's some more black-eyed Susans that I put in. I'm like, they spread quick. I'll just buy 4. Here's my basil and my new pot that I bought for it. And coneflower patch. This clematis on this side already bloomed. It was a Nellie Moser. It's a shorter one. But then I've got one that climbs all the way over. It starts over here. That's my autumn clematis. And that's why I really built the arbor. Because that's really tall. So that'll bloom in the fall. And here's the pond, which I don't have up and running yet. This is the top of the waterfall. Maybe after the workmen are here. Maybe next weekend I'll get that up and running. So I've surrounded it with some daylilies. Here's my baby Royal Star Magnolia tree. They stay small, so it's perfect for the yard. Here's my little patch of poppies that have just finished blooming. No more poppies. Oh, here's the remnant of a poppy still. Ooh, they were so bright orange. And got some Asiatic lilies here. Got one blooming right now. They're not doing too well here. I don't think they get enough sun now that this magnolia got big, but I might have to move them. Some more gay feathers right here. There's some new plants I planted. I planted some little daisies. I got, I don't know, I forget what I put there. Oh, a Gaillardia, burgundy Gaillardia. And then I got a big 4-foot Michaelmas aster right here. It's supposed to be light blue. We'll see. Got our suet cake feeder right here. Got another iris there. There's another one of my shrub roses. The bloom on it still. And I got my tomatoes in pots, my little cherry tomatoes. I got a yellow one and a red one. We'll see how they do. I haven't put the stakes in there yet. Some more things I just bought, put in the ground. Thermopsis, I don't know what that is. Baptisia. I really like those. I haven't had one, so I'll try it out. That I forget what it is, but it gets to be 4 foot tall with blue flowers, so we'll see how that does. A couple more peonies. This was a gigantic crop of gooseneck loosestrife that just got out of control. I mean, it took over this whole area all the way up to that rose bush and all the way this way, and I just cut it back because they're pretty, but when they bloom, but just spread too much. This peony is just finishing up. Sad. I love peonies. And here's some things I just moved from the pond area for the workers tomorrow. This was our old forsythia shrub that we have to hack the old stump and roots out of the ground still. But in the meantime, it left a big open area here, so I had to move a bunch of stuff. There's a shrub, a rose, some phlox. I hope everything takes, because they've got to all be transplanted again. And this is a weedy area. I've got to get the weeds out of the grass there. Here's an experiment that didn't work. It's an old stump, and we had a nice meadow water thing on it, but it's too far away from the house, so I really never came out and filled it up with water. There's a birdhouse we had hooked on the fence that fell off, so just put it there for now. It's a long view of the yard, the trees in the back. There's my lilac bush. And there's my old saucer magnolia. Look how old it is. Doesn't have many years left. Might have to cut it down. It's very brittle. But it's still pretty. And let's see. There's my bridal wreath. It's huge. Considering it was a little stick when I bought it. There's a clematis that's blooming right now on the fence. Just one that's always been here. I don't know what it is. Probably Jack Manny. Looks pretty basic, but I like it. It likes the spots, so. I've got ugly chain link fence that someday I want to get removed and put picket fence in. Always wanted a nice picket fence, so someday when we have the money we'll take that out and replace it. But in the meantime I moved some daylilies to kind of cover it up and some bishop's weed down here. This is Annabelle. I like Annabelle. They're about 4.5 feet tall. I've got some flanking the front of the house, and I've got a whole row of them here. It's a native found growing wild in Illinois, Annabelle. They're really pretty. I always leave the dead ones on from last year. I don't do anything to it, and the new ones just grow right on top of it. I've got raspberry patch here with weeds that need to come out. I haven't had any raspberries yet. Got my old red pump that I just move around trying to figure out where it belongs. Right now I moved it over here because the workmen have to drive their tractor through around the other part of the yard, around the gazebo, around this. Then they're going to come through here and over to the sewer. So this whole area had to be moved. There's a bunch of lupins that it's just finished blooming, so I just kind of, laid them down, pressed them down. They can drive their tractor over them. I'm sure the tap roots are huge, so I'm sure they'll come back next year. But they can drive through here. There's other things I moved. Moved part of my peony, but there's a little part left that I'll probably just throw away. Got a bird feeder here. Here's a view of the pond, which needs a whole lot of weeding and needs to be turned on, like I say, and cleaned, but I haven't gotten to that yet, so I'm not going to until they're done tossing their dirt around. I divided this grass today and moved part of it out by the garage, but there's still half left. My neighbor seems to think one of my other neighbors might want to take it, so that'd be great. And then this is the other area right here where I had to move a whole bunch of stuff. And this is the old catch basin that needs to be taken out tomorrow, because it's not draining properly from inside the basement, up from the kitchen, the laundry area, into here, and then out around that way. So they're going to have a lot of digging to do. And this got kind of dirty with all my digging, but it's a nice brick path that we set up to go around the pond. I'll show you the pond plants, even though there's a lot of weeds in between. There's a pretty heuchera. I like the leaves. I don't grow it for the flowers. This was the flower, but I think the leaves are just really cool, and it does well here. And here's a Max Fry geranium. That's been blooming all season. It's perfect. It's a great plant. I recommend it. Max Fry geranium. There's a lot of weeds. And there's a weed tree. Gotta pull that out. Oh, I can't even describe everything. There's a shrub there. Some more Siberian iris. There's another Johnson's blue geranium peeking through there. A lot of weed grass. Gotta cut that out. I'm gonna get rid of these daylilies too. Got some other regular lilies in here and another nice shrub. There's another view of the arbor. It's a goldfinch feeder. And here's a nut box for the squirrels to put their nuts in there. And a butterfly bush that is huge this year. And there's our deck that leads up into our gazebo. Which needs cleaning. Because we shoved our old couch out here, so now it's taking up the whole room. But got a little table out here and a couple tables. Got a nice wicker rocker. Got this old couch that we covered up and some more chairs. We got our table, but look at all the dust and stuff. So, but it's really nice out here. We should clean it. Can't do it all. There's the ceiling. It's really cool. Well, that's an overview of our yard. Couldn't remember all the names of the plants, but I think I did pretty good. It's our beat up old garage. There's our beat up old car that doesn't have hubcaps anymore. If anybody knows how to keep hubcaps on a car, let me know, because any hubcaps I've bought for this car have fallen off and I'm sick of replacing them. So there you go.